are broken, my mind is restored. 1 pun, 2 pun, 3 pun, 4. If you love Christ, come and shout some more. Such a no one compares to you. No, such a your love, it fills the room. Nothing compares to you. That's why chains are broken. Chains are broken. Yokes destroyed. Minds delivered. Hello, everyone, and welcome to True Serum. It's your girl, Yasmin.
The book of life was written, but who are you kidding? It was rewritten to control the minds with precision. This cold-blooded frost spitting on your throne, you were sitting. Your plan is to lure us with religion. Trump, Bush, and Clinton all had the same intentions. Nothing changed. The modern day's King James. Not to mention your perversion and segregation causes chaos and tension. What less matters, that's the part that you're forgetting. Revealing what's hidden, your trickery and lies exposed, get written.
Your trickery and lies exposed, good riddance.
No more manipulation, no more bondage. Freedom at its best, no more weakness. Wake up, come on and wake up.
Hello, and welcome, everyone. Hey, this is your girl, Yasmin Denise, and I would like to welcome you to another episode of True Serum. Today's episode is Let's Get Fit. We have none other than my personal trainer, Brandyn, from Bodies by Brandyn. And today is a special day because when y'all hear this man's testimony, and, I can tell y'all whatever I want to tell y'all, but y'all going to hear it from him, his testimony, how he changed his life, what he's doing now. He's a comedian. He's a bodybuilder. He's a personal trainer. He's a nutritionist. You understand what I'm saying? He helps you with your meal plans. He helps you get your life fit, getting healthy, getting your body fit. He lets you know what's good fats to eat, what are bad fats, how to walk on a treadmill, so we just think getting up there and walking is something, but when you're exercising and you're eating right, it helps you mentally as well. When it's helping you mentally, then it can help you connect spiritually. And this man is an awesome man of God. He's not just a comedian and a personal trainer. He's a man of God. He has a relationship with God. And I'm just so happy because what you guys don't know is he's me and Travis' personal trainer, and he's been helping Travis, along with on his weight loss journey. After the show, before the show, we was going to this clinic, then after the show, and he's been really pushing us to stay on the right track mentally, physically. And I just appreciate him so much. So without further ado, let's bring on none other than Brandyn, the CEO of Body by Brandyn.
How is everyone?
Hey, Brandyn, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for inviting me on the show.
Oh, God, it's an honor to be up here with you. But you guys, before I go ahead and let Brandyn give y'all a little introduction of himself, let me let y'all know. If you haven't went and got the book, make sure you go online to the website, www.peculiarnationent.com, and make sure you go cop that book written by none other than your girl, Yasmin Denise. It's The Day I Woke Up by Yasmin Denise. We also have journals, for us journalists that like to journal and get it all out on paper. We also have, y'all know we have the lip gloss and we have the t-shirts. I will be giving this t-shirt away though. This t-shirt right here is I'm giving this one away. So to everyone, I'll let y'all know how y'all can win that t-shirt. Also, just want to let you know every third Sunday of the month, I go out and I serve the community. And when I go out and I serve the community, we go out there, we feed them, we give them the things that they need, not just food, not just the a warm meal, excuse me, guys. We also give them things that they need, such as masks, sanitizer, hand warmers, foot warmers, socks, gloves. And right now, this month coming up, February, what we're trying to do is get some blankets as well as sleeping bags. You know, guys, if you know anyone with blankets, sleeping bags, as well as gentle use coats, jackets, things of that nature. We are accepting donations. You can inbox me on that. Also, in regards to donation, if you want to make a monetary donation, you can do it at the Cash App, which is $ Yasmin Campbell, and also Zelle, which is Yasmin Denise at gmail.com. Saying if you up here, if you can pin it, I will greatly appreciate it. Again, that's Yasmin Denise. That's AZMINDENIZE at gmail.com. And the Cash App is $ Yasmin Campbell. That's YASMINCAMPBELL. Now, before we get to Brandon, let me just get this out the way. Because when I tell y'all this man testimony is awesome, his life story is awesome. What he do now is awesome. But I have, little things to get out the way first. So let me get this out the way. I would like to say thank you to let's see, I had to write it down so I don't forget nobody. The Bridge Impact Church with Pastor Kimberly, Power Moves International Ministries with Pastor Tasha. I want to say thank you to Old Taste and See with Minister Sand. She was the one that was cooking she cooked that homemade soup, she cooked that mac and cheese, she cooked the red beans and rice and everything that we were serving them. Also, I want to say thank you, excuse me, to Apostle Deshaun Baker and the Empowerment Center. They came and they donated. I want to say thank you to Pastor Q. She's up here now. Her name is Marquita Whitehead, but she is Pastor Q. Yo, she is so dope, y'all. I just want to let y'all know that. But I want to say thank you to her and Divas for Christ. I want to say thank you to Bradley Riddick and Legacy Kicks and DeMonica Brooks and Labata Administrative. If I forgot anyone, don't charge it to my heart, charge it to my head. I thank everyone who has donated. No seed is too small when you're trying to make a difference in the community. Now, without further ado, Brandon, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. I'm 40 years old, and as you said, I am a personal trainer. I consider myself a life coach. I'm a nutritionist as well. I have done stand-up pretty much throughout the United States since 2019. For so many years, I didn't understand nutrition when I was a teenager. I grew up very heavy set. And in my senior year of high school, I decided to make a change, and I studied nutrition and learned about it. And I was able to drop over 100 pounds my senior year of high school. And that's where my fitness journey really started. I started high school at 263 pounds, ended at 159 pounds. And I realized that it wasn't as hard if you understood what to eat, when to eat, and how to eat. As far as the exercise, that took a lot longer for me to understand and get. So I did that, like I said, when I was 18, 19 years old. Went on to do competitive bodybuilding from the age of 23 to 28 years old, where I won several shows in the state of Florida. From there, went into the sports nutrition industry. I was vice president of sales and or a partner in several companies, and was able to get meetings and products into the largest retailers in the world, your Sam's Clubs, your Walmarts, your Kroger's, your Publix's. And when the pandemic happened, I was in the sports nutrition industry, and 70% of my income went away like that when gyms shut down. And I said, well, what am I going to do? For the first time in my life, I was on unemployment, and I knew that I knew what I was doing nutritionist wise, and I knew personal training wise. So I was fortunate enough to meet Lee, who is one of the CEOs or one of the owners of Precision Fitness where I train. And I said, hey, man, I know you have this gym. You asked me to come a month ago. Can I come now? And slowly started there. I had no clients. Walked in there with no clients, and have been able to pick up a book of business in under 2 years. I have, as of today, 29 clients I train there. weekly, along with close to 30 clients as well. So I train roughly 60 people between online and in person. So
Oh, okay, so I have a lot of people that's watching that's not in the Texas area. So you do online training as well.
absolutely, yeah. So there's several different ways I can do online training. I have certain people that I just give them a weekly workout plan. It comes via a Word document, and they're good with that. Some people require more. They actually have a basically a Zoom meeting or FaceTime where they're in their home gym, and I tell them what to do. And then same thing with nutrition plans. We get daily. They send me weekly pictures. They send me weekly goals as far as what weight went up or down if they're trying to gain weight, and then I add or subtract calories from there. So yeah, so you don't have to be in the state of Texas to use my expertise.
Okay, okay. So wait a minute. All you guys that's on here now, if you can tag some people that you know are struggling with weight loss, weight gain, weight loss, how to eat, when to eat, what to eat. If you could tag them right now, share this live so they can, get the help that they need because that's the purpose. That's what we're trying to do. We out here trying to help in any form of fashion, however God tells us to do it. And today, we say this is the beginning of the year. We started off with Apostle Deshaun Baker getting the word and getting instructions. And part of the instructions was to eat better, get our bodies better, get healthier. And so now today we have someone up here, Brandon. I don't say his last name, y'all, because I can't pronounce it. So listen, I cannot pronounce his last name. So I don't say his last name. But would you like to say your last name for the people, Brandon?
Yes, it's Brandyn Alejos.
Say it again.
Alejos.
Alejos. So all you people out there that know someone that's getting married and trying to lose weight so they can fit in their wedding dress or trying to stay the weight they are because they already bought their wedding dress, go ahead and tag them in this live right now. For those of you out there that know someone that's overweight. See, because being overweight and he's going to get into this, it's not only physical. Sometimes it's mental. It can be depression. It could be childhood trauma. Eating could be their way of coping.
Yes,
Excuse me, with the depression, with the childhood trauma, with whatever they're going, whatever they are going through, and eating could be their way of coping. Eating can be an addiction. So this is just more about a jumping jack and a blurpee and a treadmill and what is it called? Burpee?
Burpee. You called it a blurpee.
God, let me tell you, I don't know really how to say that because thank the Lord, Brandon, don't make me do those yet. And we're not going to even foresee that. Okay, Brandon, don't forget this live. We're not going to do those. So, it's more than a squat and getting your buns right, getting that tush right. It's more than that, eating healthy, getting yourself together healthy it's going to also help you mentally. So while we're on that, tell us a little bit. You just told us about Brandon, the CEO and founder of Body by Brandon, but can we know about Brandon? Can you tell us about Brandon the man? Like you said, you were heavy, and then in high school. Can you tell us about your weight journey and what happened? Was it a eating disorder? Was it out of depression? Like what was your mental state? Can you give us some tell us what was going on in your mind? Let us know about that, Brandon, because I believe that your testimony is going to help a lot of people that's dealing with depression and have vices, and food is one of the vices, drinking is one of the vices, anger is one of the vices. And I know when you get mentally cleansed, you can also get physically cleansed. So go ahead, Brandon, and tell us about that.
Absolutely. So I grew up throughout elementary school. I was actually very skinny up until about fourth or fifth grade. And then I started putting on weight throughout middle school. I was not only the oldest kid in my middle school, I went to school late a year due to having a bad car accident. So I had to learn my motor skills over again. And then I also failed first grade. So I was always the oldest kid in my school. I graduated 3 months away from 20 years old. So between being the biggest kid, as oldest kid, and being the biggest kid, I did get bullied a lot. And I just didn't, my parents didn't teach me how to eat. A lot of parents don't know. They're doing their best. And I was eating mac and cheese every single day, grilled cheeses, everything. I was doing fried food, McDonald's. And my senior year, alcoholism does run in my family. And my senior year, I was going to a boarding school, not a bad boarding school. It's actually a performing arts boarding school. It's the number one performance arts boarding school in the world for high school. It's called Interlochen Arts Academy. And was going there, was going excellent, had a full scholarship to go to this school that's like $30,000 a year for high school. This is way back in the 2000s, early 2000s, 2000 actually. And unfortunately, for my 19th birthday, I got caught with drugs and alcohol. So the school suspended me for 9 weeks. And when I got home, my dad was very upset. And he said, you know, I can't believe it. You've ruined your life. You've ruined your career. You know, you're going to amount to nothing, and wouldn't let me out of the house. Here I am, a 19-year-old grown man who had moved out when I was 17, had to move back in with my dad because I got suspended from this school. And the only way he would let me out the house, I was like, well, what if I go running? And my dad laughed. He's like, probably thought, you're fat, is not going to go running. So I slowly started to run. And I'll never forget that first run. I got to the stop sign of my street and I was like, that ain't it. And I ran back and I was like, not going to do it. And then the next day I ran a little bit further and I ran a little bit further and ran a little bit further. And I got to the point where I was running 9 miles a day and dropped a ton of weight. I was fortunate enough to get back into school. And when I went to the school, I started going to the gym there. They had a gymnasium gym. So I started working out. Looking at that time, there wasn't YouTube, but there was a very popular website. It's still around. It's not as accessible as it used to be, but bodybuilding.com. Mm-hmm. And that's how I learned about diet, nutrition. And it's very hard to eat healthy when you're living in a dorm. Okay. So, you know, I was able to bought protein shakes. I brought protein bars. And then what I was eating, I was doing a lot of cottage cheese and deli meats because that's really all I was able to eat there. Not the greatest way to lose weight, but when you're very limited on what to eat, that's what I did. And like I said, I got to 159 pounds, stopped drinking. And at that point, I slowly built myself up. Like I said, I did competitive bodybuilding. My first show was on my 23rd birthday. I weighed in at like 187 pounds, which is very small for my height, but I looked great. I was able to get first place. A week later, I did a show. I was able to get first place. A year later, I gained 14 pounds or 16 pounds. I was right at the weight limit. I was able to win first place. And I just kept going. Things were great. And it got to the point where I loved bodybuilding, but you do have to take anabolic steroids when you get to that level. And the amount of steroids I was taking, my blood pressure was a little too high. I was taking so much, and I had the opportunity to take a job in corporate America on the nutrition side, making a lot of money. So I decided, you know what, let's try this out. And, you know, previous to that, I was personal training people. I had 20 plus clients in Florida, and it was very hard for me to leave those clients. And I was like, man, you know, I got to do something. At the time I was married, I was looking out for my family. And I said, you know, I really got to do something to make sure that I sustain an income. And I did the sports nutrition world from 2007, like I said, through 2020. And it's funny you talk about depression because I hit a depression pretty quickly when I wasn't training people or able to bodybuild anymore. And
okay.
And I was able to, you know, work out every once in a while, but it was a ton of hours. I was traveling. Like 1 year I traveled, I took 102 flights in 1 year. There's only 365 days a year. There's only 52 weeks in a year. So I took more than one flight a week. And unfortunately, I did gain a lot of weight. Like I told you, alcoholism does run in my family. I battled with it. And at one point I became alcohol dependent, and to make sure I could drink more alcohol, I also did a lot of cocaine. Not very proud of it, but that's what I did. And what happened is very fortunate.
Hold. You're not gonna just slide past like that, bro. Hold on, because this is a moment where people can see that with everything he did. I don't know if y'all seen his body. It's on the flyer. And I know y'all seen him probably on my page when me and Travis go to the gym. But he's like a comeback kid. He said, what, alcohol, everybody is in your family, you said?
Yeah, alcoholism runs in my family. My mother unfortunately passed away from it, along
Oh,
with my aunt as well. So
okay. So you were battling depression, battling addiction, and bodybuilding. And then when you couldn't bodybuild anymore, you picked back up the addiction.
yes, absolutely. Yeah. So in between that time, when I was bodybuilding, I think I drank maybe 4 times in 9 years between like 19 and a half years old, probably till 28 years old. So I probably drank 4 times, maybe five.
Mhm.
I was extremely healthy, eating healthy. And when I got out of it, a depression, not right away, but it slowly did slip in. And
Mhm.
that's when I developed a dependency on alcohol and cocaine. And I was able to hide it from many people. No one really knew. They just thought I went out and partied a lot. Like, man, Brandon has fun when he goes out. They didn't realize I was drinking at home. I brought drinks to work. Like I was putting rum in my drinks at work. I was able to go to meetings and prepare for meetings. I number one. I won one company. I was there for 5 years or sorry, 4 years. In 3 of the 4 years I was there, I won sales rep of the year. I was able to maintain my job. I was a functioning alcoholic. The only thing was I got very heavy. I gained a ton of weight. I got up to 317 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, 317 pounds. And well, fortunate enough, what my rock bottom moment was, and if you guys look at my Instagram, I talk about it. I mean, my rock bottom moment should have been in July when I lost a job that I was making over $200,000 a year,
Mhm.
and I lost that job and a percentage of the company because I had a moment with alcohol and cocaine, and I actually offered cocaine to Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott at a nightclub. It didn't go over well, so the nightclub kicked me out, and the board of the company found out, and I was let go of my position. Started stand-up comedy, which was amazing, but stand-up comedy, there is a lot of drugs and alcohol in that scene. I did a show in West Palm Beach, Florida, at the Improv there,
Mhm.
and got robbed at gunpoint, jumped out of the car because I was so drunk and high. It was the only thing I could think to do. Shattered 17 and 23 bones in my foot. I had to I had 2 surgeries. That wasn't even my rock bottom. And then I got a DWI at 11:59 on Christmas Eve in 2018. So I spent Christmas 2018 in jail. And that's a wake up call. I'll tell you that. Like, here, everyone's having fun with family. And here I am on Christmas in jail. And, it was a .243, which is triple the legal limit. Um, I was at that point, I didn't completely stop drinking, but I definitely cut down my drinking.
Mhm.
And then when I went to court July 2019 for this DWI, because I blew so high, it required that I had the breathalyzer.
Mhm.
But because I traveled for work at the time, I didn't have one that was in the car. I actually had a physical one, just looked like an old brick phone. For you who are a little bit older, you remember the first phones? They were like, looked like something like this,
Mhm.
right? And it was this huge thing. And I had to carry it around everywhere. And it would beep anytime. And I had 2 hours to blow into it. So I wasn't allowed to drink. So I had to cut alcohol off cold turkey. And then I got randomly drug tested. I called a number every day. And it would say, do not test today or test today.
Mm.
So I could not afford to drink alcohol or do drugs, or I would have gone to jail for 90 days. And I
Okay.
didn't want to go to jail for 90 days. So I said, you know what? I'm very fortunate I was able to cut it off cold turkey. I'm an extreme person. When I put my mind to something, I can do it. And I think anyone, when they put their mind to something, they can do it no matter what it is. And when I train you all, I don't let you say the word try. I don't like when you say, I'm going to try to do it. I say, no, you're going to do it. And if you say you can't do it, I say, no, you're going to do it. And a lot of the times when you say you can't, I make you do it more because I
Yeah.
want to prove you can do it. And that's
Hold
because I
on
want
one second. Hold on
well,
one. Let me tell y'all something. This man, I said I can't do one time. Well, more than one. But he showed me one day when I was like, Brandon, I can't do it. I can't Do y'all know I was sore for like a week and a half? My legs, my
Mhm.
butt cheeks was listen, my butt cheeks was sore, my arms were sore, every part of me was so sore. I won't say I can't anymore. I just had to throw that in there. You can ask saying I was like, listen, he killed me. He really tried to kill me all because I said I can't. But go ahead, you can finish. I'm sorry.
But absolutely, but you did it. That's the thing. I think that one of the great things about physical fitness is it teaches you mental toughness. I
Mhm.
think a lot of people walk in and going and someone once said, and I know I didn't say this, someone else said it, so I don't know who said it, but I'm not going to take credit for it, but I do say it. The hardest exercise in the gym is walking in the gym the first time.
Mm.
It's so scary for so many people. And it's something, I did 18 years old. I'm 40 years old now, but I know when I was 19, it was scary for me.
Mhm.
And I want people to know that's why every session I give, the first session's free, and I get people in and I make sure they understand why we're doing what we're doing and how we do it. And I think knowledge is power. And that's why I do what I do. I want people to know that you're not just getting a personal trainer, right? You're going to get someone, and I've talked to both of you on personal matters. I'm here for everything.
Yeah.
I have people like, man, your clients text message you at all times of the night, like you're close with your clients. I'm like, absolutely, every single one of them. I've been to some weddings. I've been to, unfortunately, I've had to go to funerals. I've done everything with my clients. I've done weddings. I already said that. What I mean, dinners, birthdays, vacations, you name it. I've done it with them. And it's at the end of the day, it is a relationship. It's just like a friendship. You build on friendships, you build on relationships. And I think that if you have someone that you build that with, that build that trust with, because you think about it, you're building a trust with someone. You're trusting them with so many different things, with your nutrition. You're trusting them with your body, which they have to know what they're doing. I have clients with scoliosis. I've trained mentally handicapped people. I've trained someone who is quadriplegic, which
Mm.
was extremely hard. Yes, absolutely, I did that. So they came back from an accident, motorcycle accident. This was back when I was 24, and I had to learn because it was just core exercises, shrugs and things like that. But they were able to do certain things. I mean, just because you can't walk doesn't mean you can't work out. And I know that sounds a little bit crazy. Um, so I just try to help out people as much as possible because I've been there before. And, like we had talked about, when I got to 317 pounds, I refound myself and decided to go back to bodybuilding and go back to nutrition and everything. And I got down to the 220s when I lean out. That's why I said roughly 220, 230.
Mhm.
Right now I'm in a bulking season, so I'm close to 260 again. Which bulking is not as fun as everyone thinks. It's eating 3 pounds of meat a day, eating
Okay,
6 carbs
right
a day.
here. I
It's
need you to because there are people that's trying to bulk up and people that like we're on the other. Okay, so you can okay, we have a question. Can you put that question? We do have people that's trying to bulk up and people that's trying to gain weight. So can you say what you were eating again? That's a
yeah,
lot of food.
yeah. So when I try to bulk, I usually do anywhere between 600 to 800 carbohydrates a day. My fat's usually around 120, and my protein's close to 300 to 400. So it's a very high calorie diet. It's definitely not fun.
So how much chicken is that?
Well, right now, this week I've been doing red meat mostly, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's like 2 to 3 pounds of meat. Um,
Oh my gosh.
so and then, yes, I've actually worked with someone with fibromyalgia. Just so it really just depends. Unfortunately, that's one of those conditions that some people think is fake, and it is not fake. And I don't know if you've had that. So I'm answering the question on the screen. I don't know if, unfortunately, if anyone's ever told you that it's fake. It absolutely is not fake. It's so new. There's still things to be known. Unfortunately, everyone's position is different. Some people have extreme pain every single day just laying down. Some people have less pain just with movements. So it really just depends. But what I do is I work with a mind muscle connection to work on that and try to reduce the pain that you're feeling
Mm.
with that. So that does help out. But it's not an easy condition whatsoever. And like I said, one thing I'm really frustrated about, and I didn't mean, but it's one of those things where, it's almost like mental health. There's some people like, well, depression isn't real. Like, the hell it is real. It's like, it's been proven by science. It's real. So those are things like, and I don't want to call people quacks who say things like that, but there's studies to show it's real.
It's
But
okay.
yeah,
What you
I've
mean?
done,
What you mean?
yeah, I've done so much with so many things and so many people. So I just love what I do. And you had said I'm a man of God, and I refound my faith back last year, about a year ago. I go to church and I help out as much as possible. I read Bible verses every day. I listen to Christian music sometimes working out. It's kind of funny, these people are pumping. Sometimes I'll listen to rap too. Like I'll be listening to Lil Wayne or Dr. Dre. Sometimes I'm listening to Hillsong United. You just don't know with me.
You know what? It's nothing wrong with that because listen, let me tell you something. I was in here working, right? It was when I was sick. I was feeling so off because I had the fever. I didn't have COVID for everybody out there before you start going crazy. But I had this bad sinus infection and my head was spinning and I just didn't feel like myself. So I was like, I need something. So I put on Dietrich Haddon. He's able. That didn't work. Listen, I put on what's his name? Todd Delaney. Is that his name? I put on him. I went back. I put on the clocks. Nothing was working. I put on Ty Tribbett. Boy, I put on some Buster Rhymes. Put your hands where your eyes can see.
Yeah.
Man, that thing gave me life in here. You understand what I'm saying? It gave me life. And I was sitting here and I started getting my energy up and I was like, okay, that's what I needed. So I get it. And just like when we at the gym, if I don't have my headset in, I'm listening to music, I'm jamming, whether it's house music, hip hop, rock, whatever it is, I can get into it, because I don't think it's the type of music. I think it's the message in the music.
Absolutely. And I think it just depends on what
myself. I just thought I should say that, but
no, I feel that. And what I was saying is like, I really found my calling. I think it being and helping people. I'm made to serve. I'm made to help people. And when I'm helping people and spending one-on-one time with people is when I'm happiest. It's not easy. This Tuesday, great example. I have 14 clients in one day. There's only 24 hours in a day. I train 14 hours in one day. The average person is supposed to sleep 6 to 8 hours a day. So let's say I sleep 8 hours. That leaves me what? That's 22 hours. That leaves me 2 hours to figure out how am I going to eat all this stuff. And I'm okay with that. Those days I'm tired, but I get strength and I push through and I'm there for everyone. Not one person gets less of a session because I have to train 14 people. The day before I train 11. Could I take an easier job and probably make more money? Absolutely. But every time I've done it, I end up in a vicious cycle. So I know that this is just what I'm made to do.
So
it's his calling. It's his calling for me.
Exactly. So you believe that your assignment from the Lord is to help others.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And there's
I agree with you on
that.
it.
I want to figure that out. But I sat down. I was like, man, every time I do this, I feel rewarded, and I'm also rewarded. Every time I get away from this, other things start happening, and it's just not good. So this is me. This is what I'm made to do.
Okay, so you guys, guess what? If y'all would you say dedication? Yes, it's your ministry. Regina Crockett. She said, yes, it's you need to get her in that gym. She be walking too. But listen, you guys, if y'all have any questions, this is the time because I know how, True Serum sometimes could go on forever, but Brandon is busy. And in the morning, I know he probably have someone at 5 a.m. So we are not going to hold him long tonight. So if y'all have any questions, go ahead and put them in. Yes, Regina. Regina, when I tell you this man will work you out and you feel good though, let me just say this. It's one thing to have someone helping you, a personal trainer. He doesn't just do the exercise with me and Travis. He helps us out with what vitamins we should be taking, what we should be intaking in our bodies, period. What we should eating. Now, do we always follow it? No. And just like before we got on this
It's her
live,
fault. It is her fault.
told you he was
Travis
coming.
is back here. I'm covered. It is her fault.
No, 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 no,
Okay?
no, no, no.
Right. Yeah, it's her fault. Don't blame
No,
Travis.
before we, I'm
It is
going
her
to
fault.
visit the gym when I come to Texas. Yes, I'm gonna take you in as a guest, Regina, when you come to Texas. But listen,
Absolutely.
guys, I am a frustrated. Oh, we got some questions. But just to say this, when I got up here, he holds us accountable to
Okay.
everything. The first thing I said when I got up here was, "Yo, I ate some M&Ms
Mm.
and some Reese's Pieces." And he said, "Don't worry about it. You gonna work it out." And I know what that means is when I get you back in that gym, I'm gonna dog you out.
Absolutely.
Like that. Nope. I'm not gonna let you do my
I'm
membrane.
just joking.
He
I
does
just
not
joking.
know. Let me tell you, this is one of the best personal trainers. I think it's the fact that
That's Travis Henry, guys.
they know it's me. Come on, man. I'm the only one that this voice right here. But um, I would say this about Brandon. I thank you for being patient with us. You know what I'm saying? There's times when we can't be there and we can't be consistent, but every time when we come back, you're right there with us. There's no animosity about missing time and all.
Absolutely not. No, life happens.
Yeah, and I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the fact of I remember my first session with you. I almost passed out. So,
Yes. You went hypoglycemic, and we got you some food. And then for the first 2 or 3 months, you had candy, like a piece of candy, before every session. And I said exactly what I told him. Like, it's okay. You're gonna use that as fuel. And it went through. So absolutely. And there's a question here.
Yes.
Are you type 1 or type 2 diabetic? Should she let me know that?
I told you we should have used the call in. DeMonica, if you can answer his question, the question is, are you? Go ahead, ask the question again, Brandon.
Says she said, I'm a frustrated diabetic. What are some foods that are good to eat? Is it type 1 or type 2? Just so I know. The reason being, I've actually had a client who was type 2. Okay, excellent. So I've actually had someone who was type 2. And after giving them a diet and exercise plan, and when I say exercise plan, they only did weights twice a week. It was walking daily. They went on a high school track or a middle school track, and eating right. They actually were able to get their A1C down low enough that they actually stopped needing insulin, and they're just taking metformin, which is huge. And metformin is actually an excellent drug that they give diabetics. It's actually good for everyone. It's an amazing drug. It helps with cholesterol and everything else. Now, one thing people are going to tell you is sugar is bad as a diabetic, and it's not necessarily sugar is bad. Not all sugars are created equal. So strawberries, blueberries is a superfood. It's very high in antioxidant, and it's actually middle of the road on the glycemic index. What I always tell people, and everyone who I train, I try to get them to eat oatmeal in the morning. Reason being, oatmeal is one of the lowest foods on the glycemic index. So by starting out your day with that, it's going to regulate your blood sugar throughout the entire day. And you add some blueberries in that with some flavor. You could do stevia, which is a plant extract. It's like a sweetener, like sugar, but it doesn't have. It's been proven in university and clinical studies that it doesn't raise your blood sugar. But yeah, so oatmeal's excellent. Blueberries are excellent. You want to keep on lower glycemic things. So you want to keep with your brown rices, your sweet potatoes, things like that. Now, all proteins are going to be great. I always tell people to try to stay with leaner protein. So if you're doing a steak, a sirloin, or lean ground beef that's like 90-10 sirloin or 93-7, pork is not bad as long as it's like a lean pork chop. Turkey, as long as it's leaner, like turkey breast, chicken breast, all that. But you don't want to stay away from carbohydrates. You just want to make sure you're choosing carbohydrates. And then you can go on Instagram. It's body, then the little, what is that little body, then the little line, lower line. I don't know what it's called. You probably should know that. Body under Brandon, or if you're following Yasmin or Travis, I'm friends with them. And ask me that question. I can give you a glycemic index chart that'll show you foods that are good for you. But like I said, I've been able to help someone. You want to get walking at least 30 minutes a day. When I say 30 minutes a day, if 30 minutes is too much or you're working too much, doesn't mean you have to do 30 minutes at a time. I have some people that work at home, and I tell them if you work from 9 to 5, At 9:55, walk around your kitchen until 10. At 10:55, walk around your kitchen until 11. At 11:55, walk around your kitchen until 12. And like just get 5 or 10 minute walks in throughout the day. And you've already hit 30, 40, 50 minutes walking on your work schedule. And it's not whether you're doing it 30 minutes at once is better. But if you're doing 30 minutes at all, it's better than doing nothing. So that's the thing. So many people, they're like, well, you know what? I can only get to the gym once a week, so it's not even worth it. That's wrong. Once a week is better than nothing. Or I can only walk 20 minutes every other day. So I'm not going to start so I can do more. And that's the thing. People always constantly delay it and delay it and delay it. Just do it. You know, like I know it's funny, but Nike, that's why they say just do it. Like just get started. Just go ahead and start it.
So I have a question. You said,
yes,
what about maple brown sugar? Oh.
so they lower sugar ones.
Problem child right here. What about brown sugar?
They do lower the Quaker Oats guy. I can't remember what brand that is. Quaker Oats guy. He will they make one that's lower sugar. That's excellent. Doesn't mean you have to have plain oatmeal. Regina says I need to tone up my thighs. So Regina, I will be honest with you. So by toning up your thighs, we can build muscle on your thighs, but there is nothing that can fat or there's no exercise that you can reduce fat in one area. Certain people reduce fat in their stomach first, certain people in their face first, certain people in their breasts first. So, like I know a lot of women, they get upset. Like every time I lose weight, it goes out of my butt. I want a big butt. And when I lose weight, I lose my butt. And like, that's not my fault. Unfortunately, that's just the way you were built, right? You know, that's where your fat goes. Well, I know that, but I'm saying but toning up, you could easily, Regina, do some squats. And this is something that when Travis and Yasmin first started, they couldn't do squats unless I put something under them. So what you would literally do, you can get a chair at your house and just squat up and down. And even if you could do 10 a day and then eventually 12 a day and 15 a day, I'll give you a great story. At the gym, a couple came in and they were young. She was maybe 22, 23 years old. She had a knee brace on, super skinny. And she's like, well, I had 2 knee surgeries. My doctor said I can never squat. Definitely can't squat. A doctor that says that does not know what he's doing. Just because you're an orthopedic does not know you understand the body. You may understand one certain thing. If any woman has ever gone to the bathroom or a man's ever gone to the bathroom, they've squatted. Because how do you get on a toilet?
That's true.
So all I did was, or if you sat down to get in your car, boom, you squatted. So I remember walking them on a tour for the gym and there was a seat nearby. I'm like, hey, can you do me a favor? Could you sit down? She's like, okay. She sat down and then I'm like, can you get up? And we were walking. I'm like, hey, you just did a squat. And I just kept showing them the tour. She said, I'm glad you said what to put in the oatmeal because my oatmeal looks way different. Yeah, so you could do that. And there's also, like I said, if you reach out to me, you can research me. You can find me, Brandyn. I know my name's spelled differently, BRANDYN, last name Alejos, ALEJOS. You can find me on Facebook and you can message me on the Facebook Messenger and I'll give you that low glycemic and I'll give you some oatmeal recipes because I put all sorts of things in my oatmeal. Sometimes I put a little peanut butter in there. There's sugar-free maple syrup.
Hold on, spell your last name one more time. I'm sorry, don't mean to cut you off.
ALEJOS.
There you go.
Yeah. So, and like I said, so they have sugar-free maple syrup. There's all sorts of things that you could put in your oatmeal that's healthy that'll give it a flavor. And like I said, for those who say stay away from fruit, you need fruit when you're diabetic. It's just certain fruits you want to stay away from. And also you want a fresh fruit. You don't want fruit that's in the, in the syrup. That's going to have high fructose corn syrup, which is horrible for anyone. No one should be having that. Unfortunately, it's in a lot of foods. But yeah, there's so many foods that people are afraid to eat. And that's one thing. And I tell people, every diet I write for people, it never restricts one food or the other. What I mean by that, unfortunately, these fad diets, I'm not going to say keto diets aren't going to work. A keto diet's going to work. Trust me. If you do a keto diet, you're going to drop weight. Problem is, most people do a keto diet and they do it, when I say, the wrong way. The real keto diet, you're supposed to really have avocados, you're supposed to have salmon, you're supposed to have lean meats, you're supposed to have nuts and seeds, really healthy fats.
Mhm.
Most people have hot dogs and cheese and bacon, and because you have no carbohydrates, you're dropping a ton of weight. But your insides, you're clogging your arteries by having all those unhealthy fats, which, like you said, I tell you about good fats and bad fats.
Yeah.
And the problem is, it's a very unsustainable diet, because as soon as you add a carbohydrate back into your diet, you're not going to, what if you lost 12 pounds, you're going to go up 15 pounds. It's just the way the body is. There's a reason why there's macronutrients. There's a reason why there's proteins, fats, and carbs. Your body needs them to survive. It's just not sustainable to cut any one of them off at all. So every diet I give someone, even competitive bodybuilders, towards the end we cut things down, but we're still doing carbohydrates. We're still doing some fat. Still doing a lot of protein.
Okay, so to answer your question, saying yes, you can come as a guest with me, and then when you come with me as a guest, you can speak to Brandon, and then you can take it from there. Again, you guys, if you have any more questions, this is the time to get your questions in. You okay? You want some water? I wish I can give it to
I
you.
know. So I was saying, so I didn't get COVID, but I did get the flu. Was it a few days after Christmas? And I've got this cough going almost a month later. It's crazy.
Listen, me too. So I get it. You know, you got to put the COVID disclaimer. So I understand. But remember, we were sick the same time.
Yeah.
Got better before me. I guess it's because the weights. So now I do, you know how you lift the weights and everything. So I have a question.
Yes.
So you just said something about all sugars is not bad sugars, all fats are not bad fats, right? And you also said pork, a lean pork chop is good.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure of that.
Also,
So,
too, and
okay,
food in moderation as well. So that's the problem, is a lot of people are like, man, I can't have pizza. There's healthy alternatives to eating pizza. You know that what I mean by that. They're healthy cauliflower crust. But at the end of the day, if you want some pizza, don't limit yourself. Have a slice. The problem is so many people limit themselves and try to eat super healthy, and then can't do it, and then they binge eat at night. And if you're super hungry at night and you binge eat, and I've told you this, it's because you're not eating enough during the day. So your body is telling you, hey, you're not eating enough. So you binge eat to satisfy your hunger, because you're not eating throughout the day. And I know we've talked about it several times, because it's not easy
yeah,
to
but
eat.
I have a question. How if I don't binge at night? How if I binge in the day? Okay, so say this. Say I can go a day without eating anything, but just eat once, or maybe a boiled egg and some toast, and then I won't eat anymore because I'm working, and then I'm not hungry, and I might snack a little here and there, whatever. But then, and I'll do that for a couple of days, but then on that fourth day, it's like my body is craving chocolate, chips, donuts.
And that's because you're not satisfying your body. So what happens is your body goes into a starvation mode.
Oh,
Now, if you're always on the run, there's always great things to do. So a lot of companies now make these almonds or peanuts in those 100-calorie packets.
mhm.
Having those in your car is excellent. Quest, it makes protein bars that are lower glycemic. That's excellent for on the run. There's several protein shakes you can do. Having those to your, having them ready. If you get like a definitely like a low carb wrap, put meat in there. That's very easy. You can wrap it first thing in the morning, and you can carry it with you in a little lunchbox. Those are always good. And then, I know at times people can't do that, and they need to run, and they're like, well, I need to go here, and they go to fast food. Not the greatest option, but believe it or not, if you had the option of not eating at all and eating at McDonald's, that's one of my cats. I apologize.
Ooh,
They're fighting each other. So, but if you had the option of not eating at all or eating at McDonald's is actually a better option, because it's going to fuel your body. But every fast food place is going to have some sort of food that you can have. I always tell people at Wendy's, Your best bet is doing the chili with a baked potato. Just do the baked potato dry, throw the chili on top. That's actually a healthy meal, healthier than most. They have salads. The tricky part is with salads is a lot of people put too much salad dressing on it, and they don't realize they're getting 400 calories of fat, especially when you're using like a ranch or a blue cheese. Is intermediate fasting good? I think it's okay, but it's not, once again, sustainable. So I tell people, if you're learning and you think about it, breakfast is 2 words: break and fast. Breakfast means you're breaking the fast. So the average person, like I said, sleeps 8 hours a night. You're sleeping 8 hours. As soon as you wake up, you usually eat breakfast within an hour or 2. So you've already fasted for 8 hours, 6 hours, however long you've slept. So intermediate fasting is something I've done with a few clients to regulate their blood sugar for the first 20 to 30 days. And then we slow that down. So basically the intermediate fast I do is a 12-hour fast. And then we go to a 10-hour fast with 8-hour fast. And then from there.
Oh, well. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm laughing at you. Y'all see him. Say hi to the people, Travis. What up? He forgot. Hey, guys, let me just say this while we're on here. While y'all getting what y'all need for y'all, I do see a couple of questions. Travis is going to click on it. We are live tonight, you guys, not just on Facebook, but on Instagram and YouTube. So congratulations, True Serum. Woohoo. Okay,
so it says somebody told me to ask for a low carb burger at Wendy's. Yeah, so what it would be is some people call it a protein style. So it just basically the red meat, the burger wrapped in a lettuce, so like a lettuce wrap. That would be okay too. Protein shakes bloat me. You may be. Are you lactose intolerant by chance?
Pastor Q, are you lactose intolerant? And wait a minute, what about a lettuce burger? A burger?
Yeah, so if you go to any fast food place and ask them to wrap a burger or no, you want no bun, they'll give you the burger with no bun. And that makes the burger instantly, you're saving 120 to almost 300 calories right there. That is why. Okay, so I knew it. As soon as she said it bloats her, she is lactose intolerant. They actually nowadays do have alternatives that are vegan proteins. Vegan proteins are like pea proteins. Let me pull up the one that I would recommend. Hold on one second. So there's a website. It's called Drink Iconic. Can I put it down in the comment? Can I comment on these? No. Drink. I don't know how to, but Drink.
I'm gonna put it in there. Just say it. I'm gonna put it in there.
So Drink Iconic. So Iconic is spelled ICONIC.com. So that protein shake is going to be lactose free. That would be one of them. And then she can go ahead as well. If she goes and finds me on Facebook and messages me, I can give her some more that would be lactose free. So yeah, so protein shakes can do that. Most of them are whey based, which is a milk based. So you want to go with a lactose free vegan type protein. Doesn't mean you have to eat all vegan. Obviously, I'm sure you can eat meat. It's just lactose that you can't have.
Okay. All right. So that's drinkiconic.com. Pastor Q, I'm gonna link you to Brandon. So if
yeah, you can give her my number. That's right. If anyone on here, obviously, you're more than welcome to give them my number, and I'll answer them.
I'm not gonna give the weirdos your number, but I will give Pastor Q your number. Just joking, weirdos. We are all wonderful weirdos. I'm just joking.
Hey, before we go any further, hey Brandon,
yes.
A lot of people up here, I don't know if she told people that you're a stand-up comedian too. So when's your next show? I know things have been going crazy with the pandemic and everything.
Yeah, so last year I did about a dozen shows. This year I haven't tried to book anything. I'm just so busy with clients now. And, Monday through Friday, I'm fortunate enough that I have clients at 5 a.m. So most times doing stand up, you don't get on stage till at least 9 o'clock. So don't know if and when I'll be doing that again. It's just, I love it. I do miss it. But I do have a lot of material. The last show I did was right near you guys. It was in McKinney at the Comedy Arena, near kind of where you guys live. And I did some of my new stuff regarding just people in the gym, and people love it.
Hold on now. Hold on. Hey,
Wasn't you all. Don't worry. It wasn't you all.
talking about me. Don't do that. You gonna do me like 85 South Show? Do this people? See, I ain't coming.
No. It's not you all. It's some of the things you see in the gym. We have a crazy cast of characters that walk in that gym.
Facts.
Some of the things I've seen. I mean, I've seen it all there. So I talk about those individuals.
Okay.
There's a lot of us. I've seen a lot of them. We've seen a few at the gym.
Yeah, there's guys who wear women's pants in there. It's just very interesting.
It's a lot. Listen, you guys, we go to a gym that has most of the people there are bodybuilders. We talk about from women, men, even the children look like they bodybuild that come through the door. Me and Travis are the only two. Hey, me and Travis are the only two that don't look like we bodybuild. That's Indy.
Y'all don't listen to that. No,
the children come in there like the Hulk. You know what I'm saying?
That's not.
That is not true.
We go to a great
awesome.
Okay?
They are awesome.
The people are welcoming. They all get to know your name. They all encourage you. They push you. It's a great atmosphere to learn how to get in shape, to lose weight, and you don't feel intimidated by going there either. You know what I mean? A lot of gyms, there's places where you feel intimidated when you walk in because people are in there. You see people all yoked up and in shape and 6-pack abs, and you coming in there with a keg. You know what I mean? But it's a great gym. They are great people. The owners of it are great. Shout out to Adam and Lee. They are great.
Not
man.
Lee.
They're
Not
great
Lee.
people. She don't like Lee.
Lee, I know you see me on Instagram. I'm just
Lee's
joking.
cool,
I love you, Lee. Don't make me run. Don't make me lift no more weights. When you see me, I love Lee. Shouts out to Lee. You guys, he's the guy in the picture that you guys were inboxing me for. Talk about, ooh, look at him. Look at his arm. Look at his neck. Look at him. Is he married? That's Lee, you guys. And he is awesome. Let me watch what I say because we are on Instagram and he's probably following Brandon. So I'm not going to say anything wrong because listen, y'all. Let me tell you how dedicated these people are to helping us. And you would think maybe they picking on you, but they're not. We walk through that door and Lee and them is on it. You understand? Not just them, the people at the desk. I don't want to call them receptionists because they're not the receptionists, but because they train too. The people at the front desk, like, you want to train with me today? And I'm looking like, no. Brandon is my trainer. He is my only trainer because they work you till you have no legs, no arms, and it's in a good way. You understand? I'm just not there yet. I'm trying my best. I'm losing weight. I feel good about myself to this past weekend. Past couple of weeks I've been sick. I've been eating, but I feel good about myself. I got my arch, my back.
Listen. I would say this. I would say this.
Back and everything.
I will say this.
So
we go to a great gym. They are the reason why I've gotten down to where I'm at now. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna hand clapping there for myself for that one.
No, absolutely. And we got another 100 pounds to go this year, which I'm excited to see.
Ooh. Yeah, man. He said what? What did you say?
Another 100. You heard me.
Oh yeah. By the end of yes, sir. Yes, that's
100 pounds to go. That's right.
Yeah, that's it, man. And once I get there, man, listen, I'm ready. I'm just ready. I need to get up with you. I'm glad we up here tonight. I need to get with you for my meal plan for this year too.
Yes, like I said, you let me know. Well, I'll see you guys Monday at 8. We'll talk about that. And like I said, I can email that to y'all and we'll get it going.
Yes, sir.
Monday at 8
o'clock. Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Saying you're up here in Texas, Monday at 8 p.m. We are going to be at Precision Fitness. So if you would like to be a guest, Monday at 8, we will be there and you can meet Brandon. He's probably seen you if you've been to get your shot lately. Um, if not, then you probably seen him in the gym. But yeah, we'll be there Monday at 8 p.m.
Hey, what's the address there?
Yeah, what's the address? So just in case you guys are in this Dallas area and you want to try to link up with Brandon, we're gonna put the address. We're also gonna have Brandon saying, I know you up here, so when he talk, I need you to type. We're gonna get his Instagram up here. We're gonna get his, I don't think he's on Facebook, but we're gonna get his Instagram.
Facebook, which is fine.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get with him on a real meal plan. Yes, Demonic. So we're gonna put his IG up here so you guys can inbox him. You can follow him on Instagram, and he will respond to you guys because I'm not gonna give his phone number to everyone. I'm gonna give it to Pastor Q, but I'm not gonna give you all of you guys his phone number because y'all can go to his Instagram. Help him while he help you. Help him build his followers. Help share his stuff. I might be able to make that. I leave Monday at, say it again.
Monday at 2.
Oh, not 8 a.m. No, ma'am. Pastor Q, no, ma'am. Not at 8 a.m.
No, it's at 8 p.m., baby.
8 p.m. 8 p.m. We don't do the mornings because we work, even though we work from home. But if you want it, she's in Texas. So, but tomorrow, let us know what you're doing tomorrow evening, and maybe we could probably link up and go see him if he's working tomorrow. I don't know.
We may figure it out. Yeah, I can see what my schedule looks like. We'll figure that out.
Yes, we will. Oh, 8 p.m. I'm in the air. Yes, you will be. You'll be 8 a.m. out. Let's see. Oh, 8 p.m. I'm in the air. I might be able to make that. But tomorrow, I'm sorry, I was rereading. Tomorrow, you just let me know. I know you're here doing what you need to do, but tomorrow, and I have to see you anyway. Pastor Q, you cannot leave Dallas without me seeing you. So I'm going to text you when this is over with. But anyway, listen, you guys, I'm going to put his IG up. So what's the IG? So Travis could saying.
Yeah, so it's by underscore then my name, Brandon. You can find me on Facebook by just my first name, which is
hold on, say it again. Go back to the IG. Body underscore.
Yeah, body underscore by underscore Brandon.
And y'all remember Brandon is BRANDYN. That's
right.
his IG. Now plug it up there so they can see it when you're done, boo.
Yep, that is it. That is exactly it.
So his Instagram, everybody, and his Facebook is.
It's my first name, Brandon, BRANDYN, and then just my last name, ALEJOS.
And his last name is Alejos. Did I say it right?
You said it right. Now you got it.
Alejos. Hola. Hola, Brandon.
That's as much Spanish as I do now.
That's like my son, his last name is Torres, and he knows hola. ¿Cómo estás? Right, so there go his Instagram. Go ahead and put his Facebook up there too, babe.
Yeah, we got it up there.
They can see y'all. Go follow him. Y'all like, y'all share, inbox him. Set your times up so Regina, you can learn how to work them thighs or whatever you trying to do. DeMonica, you can inbox him. He can see how he can assist you. I know you're diabetic. He can help you with the meal plan, the exercising. He could do it virtually. Pastor Q, I'm gonna give you his number, but there go his Facebook and his IG. Saying, make sure I got you. You can come with me. You here in Dallas, so you have access to get to Brandon. Plus, you go to the clinic to get your shots as well. Listen, do you guys have any more questions for Body by Brandon? Well, listen, y'all, that's not his name.
It is today.
That's not his name. Look, for Brandon, any more questions for Brandon? That's his Facebook. That's his IG. Hey, you guys, Again, let me reiterate this. Everyone that has donated so far, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your help. But the third Sunday of every month, we are out here serving the community. So if you would like to donate to, to help us in serving the community, the Cash App is $ Yasmin Campbell. Zelle is Yasmin Denise at gmail.com. We are looking for sleeping bags, blankets, and gently used jackets and coats, at this time for men, women, and children. So again, if you guys feel like donating, go ahead and donate financially or with the clothing articles. If you call me and say, hey, I got it. If you out of state, you can go let me know how much the shipping is. I'll pay for the shipping. I just need you to get it here. It ain't gonna be that much. It's not like they giving us like a whole big box of now. If that's the case, that's some favor. Let me get that. I'll pay for the shipping. If they, you know, Travis looking at me like, what? You gonna pay for what?
Because that means I'm gonna pay for shipping. That's what that means.
Listen, I'll pay for the shipping to get the things here. If it's not $150 or something like that, that's a lot for shipping. But at this present moment, guys, we are doing this out of our pockets, and it's an assignment that God gave me, so I'm gonna do it. I appreciate you guys that have donated already, and if you do donate, I thank you in advance. Remember, no no amount is too small. I don't care if it's $1, it's going towards a good cause to serving the community any way possible. Also, you guys, on Tuesday we have I know y'all on True Serum right now, but I'm gonna just throw a couple of shameless plugs in. We have Pastor Q with Tough Talk Tuesdays on Facebook every Tuesday at 8 p.m. And also, listen, you guys are laughing at me. We have Surviving Off Broken Pieces with my sis, Regina Crockett. Listen, I had the iPad in one hand watching Tough Talk Tuesday with Pastor Q, and then I had my iPhone in the other hand with Surviving Off Broken Pieces, and I was laughing because when both the phone and the iPad both started freezing, they were talking about the same thing, to be honest. But I appreciate you guys so much. Brandon, do you have anything else that you want to say to help and prepare the viewers and on this journey to getting healthy mentally and physically?
Absolutely. Start as soon as possible. If you start tomorrow, you're one day closer to your goal. Don't worry about failure. Something that I say is everyone in life has failed. And I'll tell you this, like, and people are like, oh, I don't fail. I don't fail. Everyone fails. At one point, we were all babies, right? We were all babies, and we had to learn to crawl before we walked. And the first time we tried to walk, we fell down, which means we failed. Everyone loses in life. No one wins every single time. So when you start, it may not be the way you want to start or the perfect timing, or you may not be doing as many times as you want. But if you start sooner, you'll get closer to your goals faster. So just make sure that you realize that starting now is much better than starting later. That there's no perfect time for anything. You just got to do it.
All righty. Well, guess what, guys? I want to thank you all for tuning in on today. I want y'all to like and share this video. Again, you guys, don't forget to follow Brandon, Body by Brandon, on IG. That's body_by_Brandon. And on Facebook, Brandon Alejo. Did I say that right? Alejo. Alejos, just in case. And y'all remember, we have True Serum now every other Saturday. So next Saturday, we will not be on. Let me give a shout out. I want to thank Jeannie. That's my sister, you guys. Pastor Q, Minister Sand, Demonica, Regina. I seen you, Soleil, up here. There's people, YouTube, I want to thank you. Hey, Instagram, I want to thank you. I see a couple of people up there. Brandon, I appreciate you. It is an honor. I thank you.
Thank you so much.
I thank you for helping us, on this journey. Weight loss, you mean so much to me and Travis.
Thank you so much for having me on, and I love you guys. I really do.
I love you
Mwah. And I'll see you guys Monday.
Monday.
That is right.
Monday, sir. I will be in there ready to hit it again, man.
All right. I'll see you guys Monday.
All righty.
sir.
Thank you guys, and I appreciate you. And we are out.
Take care.